touch on the subject about the originals, those that were here before the fallen ones came. I have one person beg to differ about us beings from other places, which this is true. We are not from this earth, we are from the heavens. But this is how it goes. Adam and Eve were not they were seated here, but they did not come from here. Adam and Eve were guardians of the garden. Adam and Eve were beings of light. Now, the fallen ones have came in contact with Adam and Eve, and let's say they supposedly tricked them to come to the earth, but the earth is a place of knowledge. And it says, if you eat of the tree of knowledge, you will surely die. Of course, when you come to this earth, you don't have that light anymore. When you enter in this earth atmosphere, the light tends to change from light to flesh. And this is how Adam and Eve were able to see each other for who they were. But if you think about it, if you eat of the tree of knowledge, knowing good and evil, interfering with the life that the Holy Spirit had put here, was one thing. But coming into this atmosphere, it was told that do not touch it, for ye shall surely die. So, if you come within the atmosphere of this place, there is gravity. In the heavens, there is no gravity. In this place, there is gravity. And when gravity hits the body is no longer light. The body becomes heavy. The organs become heavy. At this point, this is when the body will go through stress because the weight of the world, because the weight, the gravity of this world. So this is where they become when they speak about a light body. You get the drift? You're understanding where you will surely die if you touch the tree of good, knowing good and evil. It's not so much as eating it, it's becoming a part of it, dropping your frequency of this earth, dropping your frequency. Because these beings, the frequency is so high that as soon as they come in or touch it, their frequency will drop. So when they come in, all the weight of the world is upon them. Your organs are working 1,000 times harder. So this is what makes you age. So Adam and Eve were light beings before they came to this earth. They were not human figures. They only were able to see themselves for who they really were once they came into this atmosphere. And once they lost that light, they noticed their nakedness. Because a light being looking at another light being cannot see truly what's behind the light. They can only see light. That is it. This is how Adam and Eve wind up being put here because they have crossed the boundaries of what they were put in the garden for, and that was to guard the garden. Eve and Adam were merely Eve was just made to comfort Adam. This was not a husband wife sexual gain, if you will. This was more or less a companionship so Adam would not be lonely in the garden. The garden is the heavens, the garden is all of the planets in this universe. But one planet was said, if you eat of it, you will surely die, which means if you take in the atmosphere of this earth. Am I making sense?